There is a strong appeal for sensitivity and compassion to be used when dealing with cases of suicide and mental issues. This approach, as you'll hear, applies not only to citizens but to traditional media as well.
Beyond a day, the hope is that awareness to mental health issues, generating and promoting open conversations, will continue to support those affected. Not just because of the 2025 theme, but in a real way, aim to offer access to the various services prior to and during catastrophe and emergency.
What we need to do as individuals, we need to pick up the signs and symptoms of a mental disorder. And there are different disorders that can trigger people to have suicidal thoughts or ideations or plan. And so we just need to all come together and try to make ourselves aware of what is happening in society. There are different causes, there are different factors.
Health officials want those unwell and those who observe stress in motion or signs of mental fatigue to know help is available at all levels.
There's no madness in that. That is positive. If you're taking care of your health, that's good health. So let us not be bogged down with stigma, because we know that that is one of the things that keep people away from getting mental health and getting access to the care they need.
There's a special appeal for loved ones to show more care.
That would involve healthcare workers, the police, persons from the fire brigade, other emergency workers, ambulance drivers, and teams like that, as well as counselors, psychologists and psychiatrists who are also called upon in these scenarios. In addition to that, we may be thinking of these special people and these special groups, but in actual fact, everybody needs to be on board.
As for the general public, the subtle reminder: stop focusing on the perceived stigma attached to those seeking help. Health sector workers also want basic information on mental health care and response to be as much as a top-shelf reach as any other emergency kit or numbers, as this could make the difference in saving lives.
We have to know something about the signs and symptoms when one is not well, mentally or emotionally. So education, knowledge, information, get the information, read up on it. What is depression? What is anxiety? What is psychotic disorders? And what are some of the things that would inform us as to the fact that somebody may be thinking suicidal?
Meanwhile, media houses are not exempt as it relates to sensationalizing suicide. As a note of precaution, it's advised that the handling of sensitive matters could innocently but potentially feed an idea.
One of the things that we think about in terms of being able to curb that is how these things are reported. And there are guidelines for the media to be able to report in a way that is not overly sensational and sort of just putting the wrong focus so that persons think, you don't want to glorify it, you don't want to make it so sensational that persons see this as an option.
For CVM News, I'm Damon Phillips.